And just like that, I'm back like I never left. Oh, this your boy Chapo on here. Kicking it to you live from the Chapo cave, the man cave, and my secret location. Uh, Today we talking about Red BB gun, aka Andy Dalton to Dallas. So before I really get started on this, on my rant or whatever you want to call it, I want to know what's y'all thoughts on Dalton to Dallas. Just want to know what y'all think. Was it a good move, bad move? You indifferent about it? Who cares? Because it's the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hates the Cowboys. So I know Coach Lee probably on here. F the Cowboys. That's how I feel about them. But let me get y'all comments so I can start answering these things, man. I want before I go, I want to know Dalton to Dallas. Yes, Jonathan Taylor, he's in Dallas. They picked him over Cam Newton, Jameis Winston, a whole bunch of other people who was out there before. They could have had Jameis for cheaper. Could have been a better fit. I don't like Andy Dalton's style. To me, he's overrated. But to each his own. He in Dallas. He's not gonna see the field if Dak come on the field. Dak is better than Dalton, way better than Dalton. So anybody else before I start this show? I just want to get y'all feedback, and he's in Dallas. And here come Uncle Leroy. Man, tell me what he did in Cincinnati, man. He ain't do shit in Cincinnati. That's why I call him the Red BB gun. Everybody used to call him the Red Rifle. I call him the Red BB gun because I seen that gun jam too much. Now you see on the shirt that say Bullet Club, his bullets don't fire. I'm telling you, he's very overrated. I'm telling you, Dalton is overrated. He had weapons. I don't want to hear it. What has Dalton done? Dalton last year got his team. He got his team to the number one overall draft pick to get Joe Burrow to kick his ass out of there. That's why he's in Dallas. Show me what he's done. Show me what he's done, man. Yeah, Jonathan. Smoke, man. He's very overrated. I don't get people. I don't get people fascination with Andy Dalton. He wasn't shit at TCU to me, so he's overrated. Yes, AJ Green was hurt, but he still had a lot of weapons though. He had Eifert since his time was there. He had a good running back in Mixon, and your boy from LSU when he was running for them. They had his name escapes me right now, but they had some fire receivers. He could have done more with the talent he had. It's not like he had a chance to beat Pittsburgh that time. And you know what he did before Burfict went Burfict and knocked out Antonio Brown to give him CTE? The Red Rifle didn't do shit. That's why the Steelers came back and won that game. And Smoke is a Steelers fan. He'll tell you. Yes, the run game with AJ Green. See him. A poor line, yeah, but he's still a sucky ass quarterback. He real sucky. Sounds right. Like the Dallas Cowboys. I'm just telling you, he is an overrated game manager. So to me, they could have done more. They could have got a game changer if you're gonna, save in case Dak doesn't want to come back. Could have got you a game changer. Could have got you someone, like I'm saying, you could have let Cam Newton rehab for a year. Boom, you got him for cheap. Let Cam rehab that shoulder, then boom, you can say bye-bye to Dak for this $40 million thing. Now you got to kiss Dak ass with this quarterback. I think he mean hell yeah, but he talking about the Steelers game. Andy Dalton is a sellout. He might get you some decent numbers in the regular season, but what has he? He hasn't won a playoff game. He hasn't won a playoff game. None. He has won no playoff games. Zero. Man, it got so bad that they fired Marvin Lewis, and Marvin Lewis was with them people for years. And they got him fired. so so what you think he gonna do in Dallas? He gonna get Mike McCarthy fired. Dallas want big players that don't make them. And Andy Dalton sure don't make them. Look at his numbers. His numbers are like comparable to Jameis Winston, and you shit on Jameis Winston all the time. And Jameis Winston actually had better numbers than him last year. So what big plays? Jameis Winston had 5K. What did Andy Dalton do? He ain't do shit. I don't know why you so high up on Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton is trash. He's dumpster juice. Andy Dalton is dumpster juice. He is the red BB gun for a reason. And if you got hope on him being the savior to that franchise, and so y'all can just get rid of Dak, you tripping. I think you just trolling because you're a Saints fan, Uncle Leroy, and you hoping they play the red BB gun so Dallas can suck. But he is not the guy. He's like a backup if somebody hurt. Man, past years, he hasn't gone over 4,000 yards passing. He hasn't gone over 4,000 yards passing, I don't believe. I don't think he ever went. I think his highest was like 3,800. That's average now in this pass-heavy league. He is an average okey-doke quarterback. He is not a game changer. Dak, to me, is more of a game changer than he is. And I don't even like Dak Prescott's game. So I'm telling you, you need to straight up look up the facts. He's not a game changer, bro. When the Browns was going 0-17 for the second season, they beat them twice, if I'm not mistaken. And facts. They lost to the Browns when they were that was before Baker. That was the Browns before Baker and Odell. So he's a sellout, man. I'm trying to tell you. Starting by week 4, you want to put a bet on that? You want to put a push-up bet on that? Unless Dak, I said, you talking about if Dak get hurt by week 4, he gonna start? I want to know. If you mean he just gonna overtake Dak, I take a push-up bet on that one. We can do a push-up bet, and you're gonna lose. I'm gonna make your arms go tired, Uncle Leroy. So, my next thing is, was this an all ploy to give Dak the right to cave in? Because Dak wants $40 million. Dak wants to be the guy. Dak just wants that. So is this a ploy to get Dak to cave in? Because I don't see the reason to bring Andy Dalton in unless you're trying to scare Dak. And make him take this $33 million, boy. He's got to take this $33 million and sit down. Because we got Andy Dalton to take your place. But if this is a ploy to get him to cave in, why not get Cam Newton? If you get Cam Newton for a year, that'll scare the crap out of Dak, and he will go give his, he will cave in. But nobody's scared of the red BB gun. This is a ploy. This is a ploy to get Dak to cave in. Nobody believes in Dak. I mean, they don't believe in Dak, and nobody believes in Andy Dalton either. So that's two. It's like the same quarterback. It's not nothing to push him. And I'm laughing at the comments. Smoke said he won't in on that bet. You could go in there on that bet. And hello, Coach Lee. Coach Lee says no quality backup in case only. When has Dak ever been hurt? He's not a quality back. You don't pay him $7 million. He's not no Teddy Bridgewater. He's not that. Andy Dalton is not Teddy Bridgewater. You pay him $7 million. You give Andy Dalton a Jameis Winston contract of $1.1 million. That's what he wrote in my book. Oh man, you just shoot for the hip today. Talking about Dak is the next cap, going to be benched. Nah. Dak is not a protester for police brutality, so I think he's safe. that's why you keep him. You get Cam because he's coming off the injury. You have him in the hole when he gets hit, he get healed, and you have Cam behind that. Hell, that is a superstar. We've seen what Cam can do. That's a game changer. That's what I mean by game changer. He can change the game himself at quarterback. Cam. Andy Dalton can't do that. Dak just sometimes can do that only when he plays certain teams. Maybe the Redskins or the Giants. He's a game changer. Sure, it's not the Eagles, because the Eagles beat their ass every year. I don't know why he can't figure out the Eagles. But it's Cooper Rush. He is a quad of what gave you. Now that's my point. You compared him to Cooper Rush. that's my point. That's my point, man. He'll win you a game, the Andy Dalton. He might not be no worse than Cooper Rush. I'm just saying he might not. So he does not. I get this high praise over Andy Dalton. Why? What has he won? What has Andy Dalton won in this league? What has he won? He hasn't won anything, man. And I keep hearing people saying he's a 3-time Pro Bowler. You could be a Pro Bowler now with 1,200 yards passing because everybody passed up on the Pro Bowl. So what's the deal on that? You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't go off his Pro Bowl numbers. I need to know who didn't accept the Pro Bowl invite that year. That's scary. Wow. If I was Dak, there would be a starting quarterback spot Buffalo. Yeah. You know, that would be scary. And I mean, Dak don't eventually cave in. He's gonna probably get paid about $37 million. He's not gonna get 40 from anybody. Dak hasn't done enough to get 40 million. That's Pat Mahomes money. And if it's Pat Mahomes money, if Pat Mahomes money, then it's and you gotta win Super Bowls like Pat Mahomes did, man. Oh, he's 4-2 against the Eagles, but he lost. He lost when it mattered against the Eagles. When it was Nick Foles there, he wasn't beat the Eagles. He might have beat them last year because Carson Wentz ain't shit either. So that's what I think about the Eagles. 2 playoff games. Well, who had 2 playoff games? Let me know who you talking about, Smoke. Who had 2 playoff games? So, yeah, back to you and your 4-2 comments. Dak is 4-2 against the Eagles. You know, every game I saw, the Eagles didn't beat them. Like when the division was up for grabs, it was last year, or the year before. What happened? Dak choked, but he's still better than Andy Dalton. But Andy Dalton, all he does is choke. Show me the stats where Andy Dalton is a threat, like Uncle Leroy said. Uncle Leroy said Andy Dalton is going to be starting by week 4. He said, "Show me the data." Since you're the numbers man, Uncle Leroy, on Andy Dalton being a game changer, or he's just a game manager. Because you crap on Jameis Winston, and Jameis Winston actually have better numbers than Andy Dalton. So show me where this guy is a game changer. He's not going to come up in there and make Dallas any better than what they are. He might as well stick with Dak. At least Dak can get out of pressure when he getting chased. Or you saying he only played in 2 playoff games because he sure didn't win them? He sure didn't win them because I was hoping they beat your Steelers that year. I'm like, man, I want to see something different. I want to see Marvin Lewis go far in the playoffs. And what they did, they choked. They choked. So Andy Dalton, like I said, he's overrated. Like I'm hearing Cowboys fans talking about, oh yes, we got Andy. Yes, we got Andy. No, y'all should be like, well, we got somebody in case Dak get hurt. And I don't see Dak getting hurt because he seems like he's pretty solid. He doesn't get really injured, even though he get whacked a lot. But I don't see him getting injured. I don't see Dak getting injured. Well, yeah, but Coach Lee, you are not like every other Cowboy fan, Coach Lee. You like weird. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. You're just weird. I'm just gonna say it like that. Every Cowboys fan I'm talking to acting like he's the savior of the franchise, and that's not the case. He's not the savior of the franchise. He's not the savior. He he's not. He couldn't even save the Bengals. The Bengals got Joe Burrow now. Joe Burrow career is over because he's gonna die pretty much in Cincinnati. Yeah, I'm glad to see that you say he's no threat. Where's Uncle Leroy at? Because he's up there saying he's such a threat, and he don't. You notice he didn't want to make that bet. Just saying, man. Like, oh, what's up, Q, man? What's up? What's up? Yeah, he's okay back up. In case Dak get hurt, he might get you 1 or 2 games until Dak get back. But I'm not giving him the keys to the franchise like some people are saying, man. Like, you can't give this guy the keys to the franchise. You've seen what happened. He is overrated, man. The dude overrated. Until he proved me wrong. He proved me wrong. I come on here and make a whole apology post to Andy Dalton until he proved me wrong. He has to prove me wrong, bro. And what's up, Q? We came back long enough. All the do is win, though, bro. Like, 8-8. I'm sorry, 8-8. So all he do is tie and be mediocre sometimes. But his first year he won. So, it's Dak is not a complete loser like Andy Dalton. He's a complete loser. Good. Somebody agree with me. Thanks, Q. He has no playoff wins and Dak has 2. So on the bench, he's yeah, man. So Dak been in the league less years than this guy, and Dak already has two playoff victories. So that tells me who the playoff quarterback is. The playoff quarterback is Dak. Now, if Dak is hurt, then okay, put in Andy Dalton cautiously. I might put in Cooper Rush before I put in Andy Dalton. I'm telling you, I do not like I do not like Andy Dalton's game. I'm sorry. Andy has only 1 season passing rate over 100. Dang. You went to the numbers on that one, I smoke. So he's basically a below average quarterback, damn near. Because you only say he had 1 season over 100. Only one with 90, and after that is 80s and 70s. So he's middle to bad quarterbacking. That's what you're saying? Hell nah. 8-8 is not a winning. Hell nah. Man, Tyler like kissing your sister. No, I ain't into the incest stuff. So hell nah. You keep your 8-8. You keep your 7-9s. Hell nah. They need to pay Dak, yes, but they don't need to pay him $40 million, Q. He's not worth $40 million, bro. Q, you my boy, but Dak is not worth $40 million. That is Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson money. you can't give Dak that. Dak is not in that tier. That's Deshaun Watson too. Watson, Jackson, and Mahomes are the only people who should be making $40 million in the ball, bro. The Cowboys are a better team with Dalton? Nah, I doubt that, bro. And that was 15 and 16. Yes, damn. And so he only did that in 2015 and 16. So, man, basically, he had 2 good years and the rest was trash. He played for the Bengals. So did Carson Palmer. And Carson Palmer led him to the playoffs more times than Dalton did. Yeah. He's not worth 8-8, bro. 8-8. Nobody wants to go 8-8. If you strive to go 8-8, you need to get out of sports. I'm sorry. I almost rather have a loser season than go 8-8 because that's so unfulfilled. Well, at least I lost. I was a loser, so I tried and I lost. But to be in the middle, that's nowhere to go. You can get you a better draft pick if you suck. But if you're in the middle, you you just in the middle. It sucks. It's the years, not the money. He hasn't asked for 40 million. Man, look, the reports. So I'm like this, man. If it ain't about the 40 million, if it ain't about the years, I'm just going off the report saying he wanted 40 million. So if I'm wrong about that, blame the reporters. It ain't Chapo. So look, is the years not the money? Well, take what they give you on the years and take the money and bet on yourself. People are too scared to bet on themselves. Bet on yourself. If they're giving you the money you want, bet on yourself for the years, or just leave in free agency if they don't want to give you the years. What are you talking about? He also took the Cardinals. Oh, you talking about Carson Palmer? Yeah, because the Cardinals were stacked. The Cardinals were stacked. Shit, with Larry Fitzgerald and all them, man, they were stacked. Well, nobody's. I'm like, if I'm going to pay you $33 million, I'm not going to give you 2 years, man. Man, you know this is not the NBA, man. We can do that stupid stuff. This is the NFL. You're going to get in 5 to 6 years. Why would I do that? Why would I, if I'm an organization, you're Jerry Jones, and I'm trying to lock down a franchise quarterback for the next 10 years, why would I give you a 3-year deal? Why would I give you a 3-year deal? Why would I give you a 3-year deal, give you all that money? Why is it about guaranteed money? I'm not giving you that, bro. I'm not giving you that, bro. I'm not. You gonna take this 5-year deal and chill out like everybody else did. He wants to bet on himself. That's the 3 years. The cap jumps up back soon to the CBA. Yeah, you want to bet on yourself, but you got to be a friend. Man, he'll do better staying with the Cowboys. So you got to bet on yourself, man. Like, bet on that the Cowboys going to build around you. Because why would you want to leave the Cowboys, bro? Just tie into that money, man. Look, we renegotiate like everybody else do. Everybody renegotiate. You can renegotiate if you come out there, but I doubt this is the ceiling of Dak Prescott. So the deal he had last year, almost getting $5K, that's his ceiling. So nobody else will give him the money like Jerry, and he also making so much money as a Cowboys quarterback, he don't need to go nowhere else. I'm like, even though I hate Dallas, that's the place to be if you want to be a quarterback, because shit, they make a lot of money without the contract. They make this stuff on endorsements. They do that. And my last topic I'm gonna read about. I saw this on in the group, and it was about the comments McNabb said. So do you think race have anything to do with quarterback opportunities, as McNabb suggests? Because he's basically saying, Dalton got a pass because basically he's white. Even though he sucked being white as a white quarterback, he got the opportunity to be a backup for the Cowboys while Cam Newton remains unsigned and Winston had to sign basically a damn near veteran's minimum contract to come with the Saints. So I don't think it's strictly race, but I can see why you can go there. I can see why people would say, well, Dalton is white, he sucked, and he got a job right away, and Cam Newton's still waiting on the job. Well, there's a report saying Cam don't want to be a backup. So, it's basically, if that's true, if you don't want to be a backup, then teams that got a solid starter is not going to look at Cam. But with the Winston contract, he wanted to come up to learn, and New Orleans couldn't pay him what he was worth. So he took it so he can get the opportunity. So McNabb was kind of off on this one. I'm normally with that. Like, hey, man, look, I know some sucky white quarterbacks that got so many chances. Matt McGloin got chances. He sucked. Nathan Peterman, he sucked. I can go on. Brock Osweiler, that's the one right there. He sucked, and he kept getting opportunities. And, you got people like Kaepernick. Even though, yes, he brings a lot of baggage, he's better than those people. And then you got people like Cam. He should get the job. Like, He's better than all those people. He's better than the red BB gun. So you need to have I think the opportunities for black quarterbacks, they have to do a lot. They can't look bad. They can't look bad at all. Or these owners, they put them old stereotypes back on. You see what you're saying? I think everyone's happy Romo was that quarterback. Okay, yes, not race anymore, the stereotypes. Yeah, they still got that stereotype that black quarterbacks aren't smart. They do better as a wide receiver, running back. Look what they did, Jalen Hurts. Nobody talking about how this man improved his passing skills at Oklahoma. They want to talk about him being a damn running back or a wide receiver. So those stereotypes still exist. Even though Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson are like, in my opinion, that's the top 3 quarterbacks in the league right now. Like, I'm being honest. They got next. Brady off, Breeze off, Rodgers falling off. So those are 3 right there. They're all black quarterbacks. And I think you have to, fine tune your passing more so you can get off of that stereotype. They need to change sooner rather than later. Think how many minority quarterbacks in the league now. That never will happen. We just need to advance it faster. I agree with that. They need to know, man, it's not about race. It's not because these black quarterbacks usually didn't have these passing camps. They coming out now. They're passing along with their athleticism. Huh? That's the thing that's going on. That's why you're seeing a Deshaun Watson. That's why you're seeing a Lamar Jackson in the league doing what he's doing, being the MVP. Because now you see that it used to be just, black quarterbacks can throw, got a strong arm, but they rely on their legs. These are quarterbacks that's looking downfield, trying to hit you for a big play, who can also run and elude. Pat Mahomes is not as athletic as those are, but he's shifty. So I think they still have these good old boys, owners and GMs who still look at certain quarterbacks like a black quarterback can't lead you to a Super Bowl. Well, last year just proved differently because a black quarterback won the Super Bowl. So there ain't too many of us won it. There's only 3 who won it. Doug Williams. I don't want to hit Uncle Leroy. I know he's Graham fan. I don't want to hear you boasting, but it's Doug Williams, it's Russell Wilson, and Pat Mahomes. That's it. Until we start getting more of us winning Super Bowls as the starter, they're going to keep with those stereotypes. I know back when Mike Vick was the highest paid quarterback, John Madden was one of the richest people trying to stop black quarterbacks from being the face of the NFL, but now it's not a problem. Well, yeah, John Madden was stuck in his ways. He couldn't get with the Vic running. I like my quarterback dropping back, getting hit like a statue. So, you got to think about it, man. You got to get with the time. Some of these boomers need to stop. But it's still a problem because let Lamar Jackson have a bad year this year. Watch the news coverage on ESPN. Watch it. Just watch the news coverage. Just watch it. That's all you need to do is watch the news coverage on ESPN. Black quarterbacks keep bringing this up. We'll never get past it. Well, if people start making stuff look like it's racism, people won't bring it up. I'm like, why is it a shame that Cam Newton, who literally single-handedly brought a team to the, I'm going to say he single-handedly brought a team to the Super Bowl that year because he was on one. He don't have a job. Nobody even bring him in to look at him. That looks kind of funny, man. Like, when you got people picking up Brock Osweiler and the red BB gun like it ain't nothing. You see what I'm saying? But if the reports are true that he's saying he want to be a starter, then why is he not in? He can go bring people fans and stand. Look at LA out there for the Raiders. Derek Carr sucks. He sucks. Captain Small Hands. He can. Yeah. I told you not to come on here. I'm going to have to block you with this, man. Come on with this Grand Fam stuff, bro. He didn't even know he was starting that day, man. Come on. He didn't even know he was starting. Come on now. Come on now. That day they didn't even tell him he was starting. Because Doug Williams was, until he won that Super Bowl, doing what he was doing until that Super Bowl game. And he's not a Hall of Famer, but he did his thing in the Super Bowl. Even though your boy broke the record for the rushing in the game, and, he should have got the MVP. But, Doug Williams did his thing too. I'm just hating because he went to Grammy. You see him? So I'm just telling you on this podcast, man, you just need to know that they still got the stereotypes. I'm not gonna be like, okay, we passed it because we got three of the top quarterbacks, or 4 of the top 5 quarterbacks are black. If you count Russell Wilson, because to me, 4 of them are black. So I mean, we're catching up, but it's still a gap. It's still a gap there. Once we fall off, we're not given as many opportunities. It's not. It's true. We don't get as many opportunities, and we should get more opportunities and more leeway. Leeway like the white counterparts. They get leeway. Okay, bad system, blah 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 blah. They'll be ready to write us off so many times, but I'm not crying racism on this one. We get the job done. You gonna stop this, man. We passed the part where race prevents you being a quarterback. Yes, we passed that part. But the opportunities, now it's not about you being quarterback. But it's the opportunities. Race can prevent you from opportunities if you get the wrong owner. I'm just telling you. We got to be 2 times better than the white counterparts. That's just life, man. Like, the opportunities to go away, so you got to make the most of your opportunities. So what happened if Deshaun Watson would have came in and been a bust for the Texans? What would have happened if Lamar Jackson would have been a bust for the Ravens? They'd have said, put him at running back, put him at wide receiver, or get him out the league. But how many white quarterbacks have been bust? A lot more than black quarterbacks. I can tell you that, because a lot more of them. So it's not about race preventing you being a quarterback. It's the opportunities. I think people's not talking about just being a quarterback. It's the opportunities you get. And maybe this is not the right fit for me, and I get put in a situation, and I might actually be a good quarterback, but now I might not ever get a chance again if I don't make the most of this. That's what I think it is. It's opportunities more than, oh no, you can't be quarterback. You got to be a wide receiver and stuff. But if it don't work out there, try to make you a wide receiver. Look at Terrell Pryor. They told him, you be a wide receiver, get out the league. This man wasn't a wide receiver. They told me, so what? You showing some flashes at quarterback and open. You better be a wide receiver or get out the league. He did, and he's still out the league. I ain't hear from Terrell Pryor in a minute. Last time I heard about him, he got stabbed up by his girlfriend or something like that. So it's for every Terrell Pryor, out there, there's a Brock Osweiler for whites, but it's closing. It's not the same thing. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a racism, more like an opportunity issue, and maybe McNabb should have explained it better. It's all about the opportunities. It's not about, because he's black. But it's still a stigma on black quarterbacks. It's still. Look at the NFL draft. It's just stigma on black players, period. Look at the NFL draft, man. Like, I can give you the example. They had one guy who dad owned the farm, he was a white guy, and they highlighted that. Then they had the black receiver, T. Higgins. They said his mom was a recovering drug addict. So, man, it's still, it's still stereotypes. It's still that BS stuff, bro. It's still up. Come on now. Open your eyes. I know you ain't that blind, bro. That's college, though, bro. In the pros, you usually go at your position in the pros, bro. That's college. Like quarterback, if you was a quarterback in college, that's college. Like you're a quarterback in college, you usually come out into the pros as a quarterback. Now I say if you was a D lineman, or a linebacker, you gained weight and they made you a DN, that's kind of about the same thing. But if you're a quarterback and yes, all you played all your life, and now you want me to play a position where I can get hit more, nah, bro. It's different at quarterback. You could be a running back and be a receiver because you still receive the ball as a running back. But quarterback, all you used to doing is throwing the ball and maybe running. Now you want to be a wide receiver. I'm not used to coming across the middle catching passes. That's like totally different. Or making a quarterback a corner or tight end or whatever. But you ain't do that with Tebow. You know what I'm saying? Y'all made him be a quarterback as long as he can. The only one I know that's a Swiss Army knife is Taysom Hill. And that's because he can't throw the damn football. that's why he's a Swiss Army knife. The last 3 quarterbacks by the Browns been but yes. Hell yes. Well, Baker is on his way to being a bust. Because he had a good rookie year. Sophomore year went down. I'm going to have to wait to this year before I call him a bust. But Manziel, hell yeah. And if you're talking about Tim Couch, hell yeah. Hell, the Browns went through 30 quarterbacks, dude. They went through 30. So, I'm just saying. And nobody bats an eyelash. Well, Johnny Manziel smoked and drank himself out the league. He probably could have still been in the league if he had just stayed out of damn trouble. Yeah, Taysom Hill. Like he got to prove. I'm a Saints fan, as you see on the head. He got to prove to me, bro. He got to prove to me that he can throw the football. Until then, he is nothing but a tight end masking as a quarterback. He's a tight end / running back. He can't do nothing else but run fast and run over people. That doesn't sound like a quarterback. Now, if that was a black quarterback doing that, they'd be like, well, put a 3 on his jersey and make him a running back. Put an 8 on his jersey and make him a wide receiver. Cordell Stewart was the only one that lived with that slash rule. Because that's why Lamar Jackson was so much against it. Because once you start catching passes as a wide receiver and you start showing your athleticism as a black quarterback, you're done for, man. You're never going to be a quarterback again. So that's why Lamar Jackson said, no, I'm a quarterback. Oh, here come his hate, Daz. But I have to agree. I like Hill and his Swiss Army knife role more than my starting quarterback. Because if he's my starting quarterback, 7-9 or 7-10 since they're going to 17 games, 7-10, here we come. Nah, I actually like the Jameis pick up for us. Yes, Taysom was not a quarterback. Thank you. I hope Uncle Leroy is watching this. I hope he's seeing that Taysom is not a quarterback. But let the ESPN tell you, he's the next thing. He's the next big thing, even though he's 30. Now let's put this on a black person. If there's a black player coming in the league at 30, he's 30, right? He had injury issues in college. That's why he's 30. He had to get like 2 or 3 medical red shirts. And he run fast, and he can do multiple things. Imagine Taysom Hill was black. They would not tell him he's the next quarterback, next franchise quarterback. Don't even look at being a franchise quarterback. You are a slash player, you better take it. Man, Jameis ain't playing that much this year, bro. And I think he got that eye surgery, so I think Jameis will be fine, man, in this system. He actually got a good coach. He's being racist. I'm not being racist, bro. I'm just telling you what it is. You say be real. You know, you already got the Christians trying to shut me down. Yeah, I said it. They trying to shut us down because they say I curse too much. Hey, I didn't curse this much today. So I'm not being racist. I'm being real, man. Like if Taysom Hill was black, y'all would say, man, put that Negro at put that Negro at wide receiver or running back or tight end and call it a day. We're gonna forget about him. We're gonna forget about him being a quarterback. And that's just being real, bro. That's real. That's no fakes. There's no fake this here. That's real. If Taysom Hill was black, they would not be praising him like they do. They shocked that a white boy can do that. That's why he getting praised. That's why Saints fans want Taysom Hill to be be the starter. They hated Teddy Bridgewater. I was in the building. They hated Teddy Bridgewater even though he was winning. They hated him. And then when he went about his third or fourth game, then they start coming around on Teddy Bridgewater. They hated Teddy Bridgewater. Oh no, put in Taysom. That's all I was saying at the games, man. I'm like, put in Taysom for what? So we can lose? And that's your quarterback, and Winston you're gonna have to trust. Hell yeah, man, I trust Winston more than Hill. Okay, and if it was a fifth, we all be drunk, bro. Hill is not a quarterback, bro. He is what he is. That's why they didn't give him a long-term deal. They gave him a year, basically a year extension. He did lead the league passing TDs, and he couldn't even see. Yeah, brother, he couldn't see in front of his face. He couldn't even see, and the man threw for 5K and led the league touchdown passing. The man couldn't see. The man got his eyes fixed. He probably thought the Buccaneers jerseys. He thought the Buccaneers jersey was somebody else, man. So he thought he was throwing to the right person. The man couldn't see. The man needed glasses. He needed them glasses Eric Dickerson used to wear, man. He needed them goggles, bro. He couldn't see shit. And the man threw for 5K. I'm not going to I wanted the Saints to draft Winston before he went on that test because I saw his talent at Florida State. I hate Florida State players, but Winston is talented. I don't know why people shitting on Winston, but they love Andy Dalton. See what I mean? Andy Dalton. Oh, man, he's a great pickup. Winston, he's going to throw you 30 interceptions. Andy Dalton threw, what, 24 touchdown passes when he had 20 interceptions? Come on, man. Yeah, but you know, we try to make it comfortable like the barber shop, man. I don't pull no punches. I don't pull no punches. Here for me, man, that's not a city I want to live in, bro. That's not a city I want to live in. If that's my starting quarterback, man, I don't want to live in that city. I'll be a Saints fan with my hands over my eyes like this. Teddy gonna bust your ass twice. Nah, I hope not. I root for the young fella, but not when he play against us. That's still my quarterback, man. I'm sad that we had to lose Teddy, but that's why I'm mad. That was the franchise quarterback for the Saints. The city embraced him finally, and you let him go for Taysom Hill and old ass Drew Brees. I'll let old ass Drew Brees go because that arm was hanging on bubblegum tape right now, and that is being real. Ain't nobody buying no Winston. Man, look, Winston is not ass. You can't be ass and throw for 5K. I bet you wish Tennessee had him as a damn quarterback because Tannehill is ass. And y'all just gave him, what, 100 and something million? Tannehill is ass. And y'all didn't even pay Derrick Henry, and that's the one who got y'all there. He is ass. Well, tell us how you really feel. You know, I don't want the Christians to come at me again, so y'all can read what Mike Lowry saying. I don't want them to tell me, hey, I'm cursing too much, but he's saying blank Dalton too. Man, Eric Brooks wasn't that bad, bro. He got bad towards his last years. But he was the Saints' number one quarterback until Drew Brees got there. So, and people praise Archie Manning. Archie Manning was an ass. He didn't win shit. And people praise him. Man, look, I will take Winston over Tannehill every day. And then when Tannehill was a wide receiver, they made him to a quarterback. That's how ass he is. And y'all paid it. Y'all fell for the okie doke. So why y'all don't play Henry? Y'all need to play Derrick Henry. His money, man. Y'all need to stop worrying about that getting paid. Y'all need to worry about Derrick Henry getting his money. Because if Derrick Henry leaves, you might as well jump on the Saints bandwagon because you're an undercover Saints fan anyway. Man, any other comments, man? Hey, I was only supposed to stay on here 30 minutes max. Y'all got me on here 45 minutes. I love it, man. I love the interactions, bro. I'm waiting. I know y'all want to have something else to say, but I love the interactions here, man. I love it. It is. Y'all on one today. This is a topic I can see touching people. And, you know, for this stuff to work, we need y'all to be interactive. And I'm glad y'all made this easier for me because it's hard to sit up here and talk. You know, for like over damn near an hour, just talk by yourself. But y'all doing y'all thing. Man, y'all keep commenting. Shit, I might be all night if y'all keep commenting. We definitely stupid. Oh yeah, y'all stupid for paying Tannehill before Derrick Henry. That was y'all offense. Y'all basically was like the 1950 Oklahoma Sooners. All y'all did was line up in the wishbone and hand that bitch off to Derrick Henry. Yeah, you should have. Dallas Cowboys for life. Yep, Red BB gun for life. Because you better hope Dak don't get hurt because that's gonna be your quarterback. Oh, definitely, man. Chop it up with Chop, man. That's what we should call it then, man. You know, that's a good idea. Good look at us, Smoke. That's good, man. That was a good one, man. Y'all been like great, bro. Y'all like I'm trying to keep up with all the comments, man. Like it's just scrolling down, man. They need to realize, man, we don't just have to do, like the podcast with like three of us here, man. We're gonna start something new, man. You're gonna see something from each one of us, man. You're gonna see something from different podcast members. So be on the lookout for that. It ain't gonna just be chopping up with Chop. You're gonna have to chop it up with Uncle Leroy and his wild hot takes he might say. You never know. I'm waiting on his. Then you're gonna have Coach Lee with his X and O's. You might even get Mike Lowry on here by himself one day. If he stop being a hoe. So, Smoke, man. Y'all could I can see y'all leak. Y'all could have jumped on. That was my fault on that one. But I got y'all next time, though. Man, y'all making me loud, bro. Y'all making me loud, bro. Y'all making me loud. Man, you gonna chill with this, bro. Because I'm happy, huh? Man, y'all look. I'm happy that this thing is growing, man. That's why I'm happy. So y'all make it as easy, man. This is easy money right here, bro. Just sitting here talking to y'all, chopping it up, man. You go there, pop, do that to your head all you want. Man, that is Titans fans for you. All they can do is be hoes because their team is out of the playoffs. Usually, last year was an anomaly. They probably gonna be out of the playoffs this year because everybody gonna stack the box 9 deep and stop them. So all they can do is be a hoe. So that's what he can do. I'm waiting on Mike Lowry's response before I get off because I know how he is, man. I know how he is, man. So, but if there's not any more comments, man, I'm about to head off here. Got to spend some family time. Took my time away from my family to be with y'all, bro. But damn, okay. Here come Mike Lowry, late as always. Man, y'all not getting Cam. Still is gonna be. Oh shit, man! Y'all still on this Steelers? Look! Y'all still on this Steelers versus Titans stuff, bro? Do y'all play again this year? Because that was funny. That was a highlight of the group last year. Yeah, he came back and threw a shot at you, man. Talking about y'all Steelers ain't gonna do nothing. All y'all quarterbacks gonna do is get bashed in the head with helmets. You can do that when you got. Damn, Mike Lowry, you gonna take that? Man, maybe I should just put y'all two on the damn show. Y'all gonna have it. Oh man, beef don't die. Yeah, all they do is multiply, bro, like baby's kids and your kids. This could go on all night, man. Look, so I might just put a Steelers versus Titan post in the group so y'all can check that out, man. So this your boy Chapo on here. About to get off. I'm right at 50 minutes, so I'm about to get off. Y'all beef online. Keep the beef going in the group so I can laugh, man. So y'all keep this going. This your boy out of here. Y'all keep it popping. Be on the lookout for more podcast shows like this to go one-on-one with your favorite podcast hosts. So, man, see y'all when I see y'all, man. Peace.